Hello and welcome to the Audio Dad Chronicles. I'm Shale, and it is CanCon Day today, Canadian content, and we're going to dive into the music of independent artist Lindsay Schoolcraft. This will be I Wait For You to Fall. So who is Lindsay Schoolcraft, you say? Well, she is an ethereal gothic metal artist originally from Hamilton, Ontario, and currently residing in Oshawa, Ontario, Canada, a town I used to live in. Although we have never met, our circles have crossed a few times in the past, a little bit, and we do share some common friends. So I found out that she had an upcoming album coming out, and I thought, what better chance to jump into some of her solo music. I do know her a little bit from her previous work with Motionless in White and a member of Cradle of Filth for about 6 years. So she's moved on to other things. She's going back to doing some solo music. She has a new release coming up as of the timing of this video, and I really wanted to check it out. Not just to support Canadian independent music in general, and CanCon, of course, because that's a thing we love to do on this channel, but I found out that this video, she decided to incorporate a little bit of the pop-up video aesthetic. And I was a huge fan of that show on VH1. So at that point, I'm like, USOB, I'm in. Let's go. So this is going to be Lindsay Schoolcraft. I Wait For You to Fall. Great beat. Okay, since we're talking Canada and we're getting a lot more accurate bio and background on her so far, it just name dropped Sum 41 there. I used to work just around the corner from the place that Sum 41 got their start, the Chameleon Cafe, and I even used to work with Dave Baksh. After he left the band and decided to go on to other musical directions, he needed a day job, and he worked in the same facility as me, fixing guitars. It's not what I did, but that's what he did. Anyways, am I going to be turning this into my own version of a pop-up video? Who knows? Time will tell. Let's go. Very cool. I'm loving this already. A great vibe, giving us an insight into her mind and where she was coming from. And yes, even up here in Canada, murder is illegal. Sorry. This is cool. I like this beat. If this was written or co-written by the original drummer from Evanescence, you can kind of hear it. It's definitely got that gothic metal vibe that is right up Lindsay's alley. And of course, coming from Evanescence, enough said there. This is really, really cool. And yeah, I love this video concept. I have experimented with and considered actually kind of tying in the pop-up video aesthetic into my own videos at times, and may still in the past. Maybe this will motivate me. What do y'all think? I've been talking about doing other video content types in addition to or expanding beyond just music reactions, tying in my roadie career and my past and, other things that I've done and other things that I'm interested in beyond just simply listening to music. Would you all like to see that? Maybe I'll do my own version of a pop-up video. Maybe I'll get into more CanCon via that. Time will tell. But anyways, great vibe on this song. We are going to back this up a little bit. Heck, let's just start it right over. Let it play out. Let's go. And it's just me, or is she playing on a little bit more of some Canadian nostalgia with the aesthetic of it, her hair and the glasses? Am I thinking Love Inc.?
Like any other night, you got your name in lights, you're a superstar.
Is that the right one? Simone Denny? Let me know in the comments. If you're out there, Lindsay, if I got it right, let me know, would you? I think that's what you're going for here just a little bit, and I am here for it. Since we're talking CanCon, we're throwing out names. And if I got that right, Simone Denny is a phenomenal Canadian singer-songwriter, formerly of the group Love Inc., and currently managed by a guy that I have worked with a little bit in the past, the former singer of Monster Voodoo Machine, Adam Sewell. Maybe we do need to turn this into a little pop-up video of our own. Maybe it's on screen right now and I just need to shut up and hit play. Let's go. Just occurred to me, she's from Ajax, Ontario, and grew up in Whitby, Ontario, and with the age group of her and being a goth from back in the day, I wonder if my wife knows her, because she's from Whitby, Ontario, and she's only a couple of years older than Lindsay, and she grew up a goth, very much so, as did all of her friends. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, they don't call it Winterpeg for nothing. Winnipeg, Manitoba. It's cold there, and I don't know why you would ever go there. Only time I ever stopped there on purpose would have been on tour myself. I love this video. This is great, and the song is banging. Nice. Don't judge us. And they're just saying average. I'm not saying I might drink more than that, but I might drink more than that. Hey, sorry for stopping it all the time, but I'm just getting right into this pop-up video. I may just have to watch this video again. I know this was made by a Canadian because Lindsay's a Canadian, but I think this particular pop-up was made for the international market, because up here, it ain't mac and cheese. It's just known as KD. Craft dinner for y'all. True story. Santa is Canadian. Like the record scratching. Ouch. Quick little fill in on that particular detail there. Factor. I think it's an anagram. Anagram? It's short for something, if I recall correctly, but I could be wrong on that one. It is a government-funded music fund thing. I'm not describing it very well clearly, but it is a thing up here in Canada to promote the arts and music. I myself have applied for factor grants in the past and been told, not today, my friend. And I guess unfortunately that happened with Lindsay herself. That's really too bad to hear, but well, this video is pretty killer anyways, even if they didn't help her make it. Quick little mention there, they threw out Kitty, another Canadian band, and I think that said that the drum kit was loaned via Kitty. Well, we've covered Kitty on this channel, although I do not believe that it is on the public YouTube channel. It landed on my Patreon page. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, plug, plug. One more for Factor. This from Mercedes. We're going to let that play out there because credits are important. Always give credit where it's due. I'm just going to take a quick pause there and skim these myself because I noticed things like drum tech, audio, and playback to seeing if I recognize any names because, like I said, we have some overlapping circles of friends. We have no doubt been in the same place at the same time. I would not doubt me living in Oshawa for as long as I did and being involved in the music industry there. Seen a lot of these bands and have affiliations and like with all the pop-ups that she's referenced. But anyway, I think there might be just a few more seconds left in this video, but we're going to let it play out because credits are important. We always got to give credits where it's due. So let's just let that finish out there. I definitely recognize some names in and amongst all that, but I'm not going to do any more name dropping than necessary. We'll just let them play out through the end. Ha! A nice little final touch there at the very end for those that don't get this particular one. Canadian Heritage Minutes were something that we would have seen up here in Canada on our television quite often in our lives growing up. They were basically these little mini commercial snippet thingies, about 30 seconds to a few minutes long at most, which told the tale of something historic in Canada's evolution and its growth. Could have been something about Louis Pasteur or the house hippo. There was a bunch of different ones over the years. They're great fun. I highly recommend looking them up if you're interested at all about Canadian culture and history. They were quite entertaining and generally very well done. But anyways, speaking of things that were well done, that song was absolutely banging. I'm going to be hitting play again and giving that one another spin. I hope you do the same. Do check out Lindsay Schoolcraft's official channel. Do give her a like and subscribe. I hope you do the same for me. And I hope you come back, because I thank you for coming along for the ride on this one. And I hope to see you all again. Peace, love, and empathy to you all. Good night.